Welcome to the season finale of the second season in the player career. It's going to be the first time on FC25 you guys have had the opportunity to vote on where I go next. The vote will be in the description down below. Don't click on it yet. We've got 2 games to play at the end of the season. And after that, if you're new to the player series, those of you that have been around for a while know what happens. I, on a separate save file, move to all of the teams that are available for us to go to give you a full look at the squad, the team, the scenario at that club in the new season. So you'll be able to have a full in-depth view so you can make an educated decision as to where you think I should go next. So don't skip to the end and don't go and vote yet. Watch the full video. Let's see if we can't add an extra name to the list as it stands, because of course, if I can get 4 assists in the final 2 games, as unlikely as it is, then we will have an extra option on the list as well with Rangers. We know we're going to get the opportunity to stay at Burnley. We don't expect to be able to go to Frankfurt. We don't expect to be able to go to Bournemouth. We don't expect to be able to go to Wolfsburg. But Stuttgart we could, and Benfica we could as well. So there will be at least 3 options on the vote and 3 teams for me to show you and have a look at. And fingers crossed, we will be able to do that. But without any further ado, I'm just going to head straight to the game against QPR here to start. We'll say thank you to those of you on the board behind me for your continued support in the comments section. We're saying thank you to ETB Official, Junior C, and Sandro T. I don't know. You need to use more capital letters in your usernames, lads. So thank you for your support in the comments section. We haven't had any press conference questions in the comments section for a couple of episodes. I would like to try and bring those back for Season 3. So if you have any questions, do leave me them in the comments section down below that we can utilise in a press conference scenario. But for now, we're on match day against QPR. We're top of the table. We know that basically we know that 1 win sees us effectively win the league because of the goal difference swing between ourselves and Leeds United. So hopefully against 18th placed QPR and then 9th placed Millwall, we can get the points we need to win the league and send Burnley into the Premier League for next season. Successful dribble rate of 20% and avoid losing the match. 2 comfortably doable objectives here. We hope, actually I kind of hope that we don't win this, I kind of hope that we lose this so that we can win the league in our final game of the season at home in front of our own fans. Although it might be nice to confirm automatic promotion in this fixture for those that have made the trip all the way from Lancashire down to South London. Ultimately, I'd love 4 assists, whatever happens, and to be able to add Rangers onto the vote. But time will tell, effectively, and with Lyle Foster up top and not really having that many opportunities for wide men to score in this season so far, I am not confident that that's going to happen. Well held, James Trafford. Lucas Pires to me. We'll go back to Pires because I can't get that to Tresor. If anything happens with regards to the Leeds result, I will let you know. Of course, if Leeds lose and we only get a point, then we still win the league today. So it's doable to win the league today, let alone secure the automatic promotion that we anticipate happening. Depends on Sunderland's result as well. But ultimately, we haven't actually been in that good a form as a team, have we? We got battered by Sheffield United in the last episode yesterday. And the draw against Watford wasn't great either. And the win against Norwich was pretty undeserved too. So we're stumbling over the line a little bit. But thanks to our really strong mid-season form after a quite slow start to the season as well, we're in a... What is that, Colioso? We're in a position where we very much should be able to at least not crawl over the line and hold our heads high that we ended the season, at least in these final 2 games, as well as we possibly could. Here's Elias Chair in the box for QPR. Selar with the first effort that's blocked and doesn't get the opportunity to have a second. Lyle Foster's done superbly well to win that, and then Tresor finds me. And Lyle could go on a run here, so, well, it wasn't quite as dinked in behind as I hoped it would be, but Colioso picks up the ball as Lyle Foster nods it to him, and then he's given it away as well. So at the minute, you can probably understand from just those 17 minutes of play why I don't think I'm going to get 4 assists in the final 2 games of the season. Elias Chair on the volley. Oof. Well struck. Very well struck. Corner. Delivered. And won well. hit Jamie Cullen in the face. And away for another corner. Which looks like they're going to take short. They don't. Or the keeper came and got nowhere near it. Thankfully, Joe Worrell won the header. Can I win the foot race here? No, is the rather firm answer. Ooh, well, it has found its way to me. Get that out to Tresor, and I'll go again. I am here. I'm going. Lucas Pires. We've not really done that in a very fast and flowing counter-attacky kind of way, really, have we? Lyle could send me through here. He's going to try. I'll try and send Lyle through. Bury it, lad. The chance for an assist, and Lyle Foster has hit the side netting and not even made the targets. Thank you, mate. Tresor's intercepted that nicely. Sengo, Cullen. Drill it looking for Lyle. Varane stepped in well. Not that Varane, different Varane. Oh, if the bloody pole wasn't in the way, I could have seen what was happening there and maybe gotten a tackle in. I should get cheap tickets for an obscured view. I can't believe it. Lyle Foster could have been in then as well. Well, we're going to win the ball back anyway. They've had 3 shots. We've had 1. Howers wasn't great. Lyle certainly could have done better. Whether Huntonji or Zion Fleming would have done better, I don't know. Zion Fleming, I presume not. Huntonji, maybe. If we are to stay at Burnley, what happens in the transfer window with regards to a potential new striker could be vital in our chances of maybe staying in the Premier League. I don't know whether... I'm not going to give my opinion because I never like to sway the vote. I'm not going to give my opinion as to which club I would rather play for. So you guys can just make your own minds up as to which team you'd like to watch me play for. And that will be the deciding factor. Not anything that I say. Here's Cullen alongside me. He's got Lyle Foster through the middle. Found well. Lyle. Oh, he's gone for goal. It was travelling, but it was comfortable for Walsh. Worth a go. I certainly would have given it a shot. Oh, it's intercepted. And we'll set Lyle away. Go on, Lyle. You're in, lad. He's going to find Kolioso. Lyle finds me. I'm going to try and find Lyle again. And he draws the save out of Walsh. Continually just trying to get the assists rather than the goals for myself or results. Good header. Comfortably saved by Walsh down low, though. Pumped out not very well. And we have gotten it back. Oh, and I can't find the ball in half a yard of space to try and find a teammate. Looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half-time. Chances are coming. But, as of yet, no sign of a goal for the team or an assist for me. Oh, driven quickly to me. We'll look for Kolioso through the gap. He's got Lyle Foster there. Lyle could just go for goal himself and has done and draws the save out of Walsh. We're getting closer to a goal. Almost hope that didn't go in because I didn't get the assist. But I guess if I'm not going to get the assist, then I might as well just go for the result. Cullen to me, looking for Lyle. Lyle's in. Lyle's on. Lyle's completely balked it. And he's actually hurt himself. Are we going to end up with 3 injured strikers at the club? May well do. Kolioso. Are we going to have to play the final game of the season with J. Bloody Rodriguez as our target striker? Oh, I really have given up on those 4 assists. It's just not going to happen, is it? Joe Worrell's injured as well. Burnley players are dropping like flies, lads. Foster nods that down to me. I've turned well. I'll look for him. Lyle! Well, he hit it well enough. That was travelling. Can Kolioso win this? No. Elias Chair wins the header, which is not something he usually can claim to have done, considering he's about 2'5" tall. Challenge, lad. That was brilliantly slid in. Now I've picked up an injury as well. How typical would it be if I pick up an injury here and miss the final end of season game where we seal the title and end up missing out entirely on some sort of trophy lifting ceremony and end up having to stay at Burnley because I'm injured and no one else wants to sign me? That would be devastating, but apparently it might be a situation we find ourselves in. That was travelling. Walsh with a good save. That was headed towards the top corner. Masengo's going off for Josh Brownhill, but I'm able to continue. Looks like he's holding his shoulder there, so it could well only be a bruised shoulder. Joe Worrell scores the header that might just have won Burnley the championship and sent us to the Premier League as title winners. That's what you want from your captain. 1-0 Clarets. It's tackled by Roberts. Kolioso picks up on it. Make the run into this gap here. He's going to find Foster, who finds me. Oh, jinked past one, jinked past two, and ran back into the one again. Oh, it could have been superb for a goal in the late stages here. It's just not quite happened for me here, has it? We're going to get the win, but I'm not going to get the assist. Assists, plural. Or might do, you know. Go on, Lyle. Nope, I'm not going to get the assists. Sorry, lads. Those of you that wanted me to get a opportunity to move to Rangers, it's not going to happen. You will not see Rangers on the vote, I don't believe, at this stage. 88th minute. Still 1-0 to Burnley. Not sure what the Leeds or Sunderland results are. So, oh, hello. It's not 1-0 to Burnley anymore. So unless... Oh, no, was it off? Way! It must have been tight. So, it's not going to be 1-1 at the end. We are going to get the win. And by a knee and a wrist, we might have just won the league. Benteke tackled. And into me. Go on, Lyle. If he could make up his mind as to which way what to run, I could commit to a side to try and offer him some support. He's like, I'm going right. All right, I'll go the other way. Lyle Foster, 2-0! Well, devastating for Queen's Park Rangers fans. That is epilepsy is what it is, and a gift of a goal. We're going to win by 2-0. And I haven't got an assist for either of them. I'm going to get an 8.1, which isn't going to be, unfortunately, enough to get the manager favour. Muted scenes at the final whistle, so one imagines that Leeds United were victorious on their match day. That should be, well, no, definitively that is Burnley in the Premier League for next season. Now the question is, will we or will we not win the title and win it in style? Well, the other games haven't played. Leeds played Bristol City, or we might have won the league. It might have happened there and then. New investments are available. New email from the assistant manager. 5 days. Oh, Lyle Foster 5 days with a bruised shoulder. So I'm fine. I can play Millwall. Question is, I presume that because there's no email about it or message about it or anything in the news on the right-hand side about it, that the title is still up for grabs. Lyle Foster is back again. Welcome, Lyle. Hello, sir. So, yes. In theory, if we lose this next game against Millwall and Leeds win their game, which is against Plymouth away, 17th place to Plymouth away, then Leeds can win the title. Oxford are down. Middlesbrough on 41 points. Sheffield Wednesday on 42 points. Watford on 42 points. The relegation picture is very much up for grabs. Middlesbrough 41 points minus 22. Sheffield Wednesday 42 points minus 25. Watford 42 points minus 18. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Wow. Watford have Sheffield Wednesday. It is a relegation playoff. Unless, of course, they draw it and Middlesbrough in 23rd can win away from home against 13th place Coventry, in which case both teams at Vicarage Road will go down. It's winner stays up for Watford and Sheffield Wednesday, or draw, and they might both get relegated down to League One. With regards to playoffs, West Brom are... Playoffs are decided. Sunderland could pip Leeds to second to get automatic promotion spot, but West Brom are uncatchable. Luton can only finish 5th or 6th. Norwich can only finish 4th, and it's Sunderland or Leeds for second, or Burnley or Leeds for first. Such is the scenario as we head into the final match day of the season. In front of our own fans, a 67 rated Jay Rodriguez is still selected for the starting lineup, despite the fact that Lyle Foster is supposedly fit again. Jay, if you get me 4 assists in this game, it's the best game of player career mode we've ever seen. A goal involvement is the request. Win or draw the game. We will hopefully do either to guarantee the title. We just need a point, and we are up to the Premier League. Rephrase, the club are up to the Premier League as champions. Whether we are still here next season, of course, depends on you guys. We have a handful of opportunities available to us. And what gets taken will be decided upon by you. But Jensen will not be allowing me to score from outside the box to get one of my 2 goal contributions required for my manager favour. Not yet, anyway. It's Saville into McAteer again. Out wide to Mayer. Could get a ball in here. Millwall could be proper party poopers here. No one likes them and they don't care. And, well, certainly Burnley fans wouldn't like them if they deny us the league title here today. 3 points the gap. Only a point needed. Can we get it? Jay Rodriguez can win this header. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No, what are you playing the pass for, Jay? Give me the assist. Oh, what a block by Brian. No goal to take the lead somehow from those chances. I thought Jay was going to give me the assist and he gave it me back again. Ball cross comes in. Brain can't figure out which word it wants. Why are you backhilling that, you twat? 0-0 still after 13 minutes. Nice tackle. Go on, Jay. To be fair to him... Oh, he's not got there. He did score a banging volley that turned out to be offside in the last episode. That would have been brilliant for an assist. One of the best assists I think I'd gotten in my entire career, but I was denied by the offside flag. Tresor. This guy, Nias, has had me in his back pocket all game. I've done nothing against their number 7. He's run me like I'm some sort of CIA asset. I've done his will the entire time. Aziz intercepts that nicely. Here is Nias. Can you tell I've been watching Homeland? McAteer back to Nias. Intercepted. I'll try and get that to Jay. Flattened. Get up. Thank you. Don't want a final game of the season injury. Duncan Watmore gives Millwall the lead. Is the party going to get pooped at Turf Moor? It might do, you know. 32nd minute lead for Millwall. We don't know what's happening with Leeds. Leeds lead against Plymouth by a goal to 0. Yoel Peru has scored at Home Park and currently Leeds United top the championship. We need a goal and we need it fast. Otherwise we are finishing 2nd this season. It would be absolutely devastating if we do. And if Jay Rodriguez could have found that through ball, I might have been the man to ensure that we did win the league. That would be rather fitting for the save if I am the man to score the goal and get the contribution at least to help us win the league. But at the minute, Leeds are the ones that are not bottling, I know, and Burnley are. We're going to be losing by a goal to 0 at half-time. We might be losing by 2 goals to 0 at half-time. We are losing by 2 goals to 0 at half-time. Oh my God! We're going to finish 2nd, aren't we? Right, now we really do need a massive performance in the second half. I need to concentrate. Make sure I do only the right thing at every possible opportunity. And maybe we can turn this round. That out there to Boateng. The fact that we've rotated some players for this is even more infuriating. But I'm back here, mate. Thank you, pal. Can I find Jay? No, but here's Cullen. He might be able to find Jay Rodriguez. It's Tresor. He's found Jay Rodriguez. Tresor again. Jay Rodriguez again. Oh. Bollocks. Bollocks. Nearly. It's good build-up play, but no one actually wanted to take a shot at those two. Then by the time they got it to me, I had no chance. Win that. Well up. This Nias guy, honestly, can get in the bin. I hate him. Driven to Jay Rodriguez. Jay Rodriguez! Struck well, but not accurately enough. It goes wide. Jay Rodriguez off, and Lyle Foster is coming on here for the final stages. Lyle, I need you to bag a hat-trick, please, pal. Every team on player career rotates keepers, Mike. It's just an inherent stupid thing in the game. Every team on every career rotates goalkeepers. Duncan Watmore hat-trick. Millwall 3, Burnley 0. And I don't know whether James Trafford would have made a difference in this game, but Duncan Watmore certainly has made the difference. We are absolutely finishing 2nd unless Plymouth pull it out the bag at Home Park against Leeds, because we're not getting anything other than a defeat here. Leeds 2, Brendan Aronson in the 85th minute. Confirmation that it is going to be the saddest promotion of all time. Leeds United will win the championship Burnley will finish second. And we have thrown it away. It was in our hands on the final day. It really was. All we needed was a point. And we've been battered by Duncan Watmore. Duncan bloody Watmore. Unbelievable. Leeds will win the league on goal difference. Congratulations. Foster. Out to Koleosho. Foster and Koleosho trying to link up together again. And messing it up, and that sums up our day. Well, Burnley are a Premier League side. But understandably, some boos going around the ground. Never has a team been booed for getting promotion before. But that's what's happening. Burnley are a Premier League team. And that doesn't feel very good. Confirmation Leeds 2, Plymouth 0. We do actually have the opportunity, I'm dropped from the starting lineup as well, to add insult to injury. Oh my God. I've won player of the season though. Thanks, Bex. Player of the season in the championship is me, with a rather dodgy, looking like he's playing snooker, not a footballer, waistcoat. Wear a jacket at least, Ches. Come on. That's embarrassing. I'll take it. Thanks, boss. Cheers, Bex. Your championship player of the season. Me! Yeah, when you've got awards night at 6, but snooker at 8. 4 messages from my agent. Sounds like your speech thanking teammates and staff went down really well. I know you're down. Missing out in the league is a blow, but believe me, this is just the start for you. Keep working hard. Your time will come. Appreciate that, Eleanor. Thank you very much. Congratulations on the season. Enjoy the limelight. Make it count going forward. Really proud you make player of the season. It's a fantastic achievement. You've set your standard now. Congrats. We have set our standard. I can actually upgrade. Keep pushing. The exact same bloody email you get after every game that you lose. I can upgrade my guy now, I believe, because, just to confirm it for you, Leeds top of the table by 9 goals in the end. A big swing on the final day. Sunderland, Norwich, Luton and West Brom fight it out for a spot in the Premier League alongside Burnley. We'll give you a full season roundup when we get there, as well as, obviously, the vote later on when it comes. Where are we going from? It's Coventry to QPR. Coventry to QPR. Coventry to QPR. Average rating of 8.1666666, which is 3, 4, 5. Attribute points can be added to my guy. I'm not going to give myself anything for player of the season because I don't want to grow too... That's the wrong one. I don't want to grow too exponentially. I'm already 78 rated after 2 seasons. So we'll add just the 5. Finishing is 74, to be fair, which is not bad. Shot power could do with being a bit higher. Free kick actually going up as well would be great. So that's 2. What did I say? I was allowed 5. Free kick accuracy again. I love that. Free kick accuracy again. I love that. 91. Gimme free kicks, lads, moving forward. I'm all over that. Well all over that. Ball control could go up as well. That'd be nice. I've only got 1 more to spend. So can I get ball control up 1 more with that? No, I can get my balance up 1 more and my dribbling. I'll go dribbling. I am 79 rated as we end this fifth season? As we end this 2nd season. I'll advance forward in the calendar until near the end of the season. And then we'll show you exactly how things went down everywhere before we then sort the vote for where we move next in this save, which you guys will have the opportunity to decide upon. So we're on the penultimate day of the season. You can see Jude Bellingham posing with the Champions League trophy. I wonder who won the Champions League. I wonder who won the Europa Conference League. Rapid Vienna. Of all people, Rapid Vienna winning the Europa Conference League. Congratulations to them. So with regards to our season and the league for us, I finished 5th top goal scorer in the Championship with 16 goals. I should have 18 because of the game freezing on me when we'd scored 2 against Plymouth. So I'll take 4th, thank you, Ephraim Mason-Clark. 4th top goal scorer in the Championship this season. Most creative player in the Championship this season, though, with 13 goals. To be fair, Peru with 25 goals and 11 assists and the league title. I think he should probably have won player of the season, not me, really. James Trafford gets clean sheet, Golden Glove glory. Angus Gunn with 18 for Norwich. The Trafford did 19 in 29 games, so fair enough. GG's for that. So let's show you the other leagues. Show you what went down elsewhere. So keeping a keen eye on the Premier League, because if you want me to stay at Burnley, this is who we'll be playing against. City won the league title. Liverpool, Arsenal and Newcastle in 4th. Spurs, Chelsea, Man United 5th, 6th, 7th. Villa only 9th. Relegated from the Premier League, Forest, Ipswich and Southampton. So if you vote for me to stay at Burnley, we won't be playing those 3. In League 1, obviously you know the Championship table. Birmingham and Bolton are back up to the Championship. Rotherham, Barnsley, Wrexham and Bristol Rovers in the playoffs. Cambridge survive up the Yellers. Mansfield, Northampton, Crawley and Exeter relegated down to League 2. Up from League 2 are MK Dons, Carlisle and Port Vale at the first attempt. Notts County, Walsall, Colchester and Fleetwood in the playoffs. And were it in the game, the National League would have a very poor Bromley in it next season and Accrington Stanley on goal difference by 2 goals. Both Bromley and Grimsby, Accrington and Grimsby finishing on 50 points. Bromley had 37. In League B, it's PSG. We don't have any French sides interested in us, do we? Chelsea win the women's title. In the Bundesliga, that's the Frauen Bundesliga, Bayern win that. In the Bundesliga, Dortmund from Leverkusen from Leipzig and Bayern only 4th. Stuttgart 6th. Keep that in your bunts for next season. That's something to take a keen eye on. Stuttgart will have Conference League football next season in the new year. I wasn't sure whether Stuttgart would even stay in the division this year. They finished bloody 6th. So Stuttgart are an option on the vote and will have European football next year. In Serie A, it's Inter with 100 points in an unbeaten season. Wow. Juventus and AC Milan in 2nd and 3rd. Atalanta in 4th, Napoli only 5th. 100 points in a 38-game season is remarkable. In the Eredivisie, it's PSV from final from Ajax, who get Conference League football only. In Portugal, it's Porto from Benfica. Benfica, of course, one of our options on the vote. They have Champions League football for next season, but they finish 2nd in the league behind Porto. In the SPL, Celtic from Hearts from Rangers. We don't get the chance to go to Rangers, I don't believe. We'll find out in due course, but I'm pretty sure we don't. They finished 3rd in the division. Real Madrid from Barcelona and Atleti a distant 3rd with Real Sociedad 4th. Sevilla only 7th. And how did our former team Inter Miami do? They won. Go on, lads! Up the... What were they called? The Herons? Up the Herons. I think they were called the Herons. So, as we progress to the vote then, let me ensure that I do this the right way. Don't accidentally overwrite the wrong thing by progressing. And you guys will now, in just a moment, have the opportunity to vote on where we move next season. So your second option, other than staying at Burnley, is we could potentially move to the Bundesliga to play for Stuttgart. You can see there that I've signed a 50k deal. I'm not sure what the fee was, or even how to find out what the fee was, but I am in Germany now, potentially, of course. Now, we thought, by looking at the previous league table, that they'd finished in a league position that left them in Europa Conference League football for this season. Not the case. Europa League football this season for Stuttgart. So either someone won the domestic cup that then gave the Europa League spot to Stuttgart, or Stuttgart won the Deutsche Pokal and they have Europa League football for the upcoming season. I'm not sure if they're in the group stage or involved in the qualifying round. In fact, I can't even see. So there must not be some sort of qualifying round for the Europa League, or at least those that drop out in the qualifying round in the Champions League maybe go into the playoff round in the Europa League. I've no idea. But Stuttgart are Europa League for next year. They play a 4-2-3-1. At least that's what we believe as they head towards the new season. So They will suit my position. And they have a pretty decent team. In terms of the highest rated players, Alexander Nubel is in from Bayern on loan in goal. Enzo Milo is the alternative cam to me. So he's my rival, so to speak. Denis Undav is the striker at 81 rated. They've got Mittelstadt, Stiller. Demirovic is a backup striker who's nearly as good as Denis Undav. There's Furich on the left-hand side, Szabo at centre-back and captain, then me, Ricardo Pereira at right-back, Joscha Wagnerman also there, Patrick's another centre-back as well as Roalt, Laveling on the right-hand side, and then Karazor's actually out on loan at Nottingham Forest. Gorna Duath, Jung Woo Young. Anyone else in here that we might recognise name-wise? Diego Coppola's a young centre-back that can be pretty decent. Leonidas Sturyu is a young centre-back that used to be a go-to in career mode, isn't necessarily as such anymore. So it would be Nubel in goal, Mittelstadt at left-back, Patrick and Szabo, you imagine, at centre-back, with Rualt as backup and Coppola as well. Pereira at right-back, with Joscha Wagnerman as backup. They played 2 CDM formation. So Stiller would start alongside Gorna Diath, I would believe, with Furich on the left and Milo or myself at cam, and then Jamie Laveling on the right, and then Denis Undav at striker with Demirovic as backup. Demirovic, well, they're both not pacey, shall we say. Both a similar style of striker. The big lump up top that you loft it to and hope that they do something with it. So that's Stuttgart. That is option 2. We can stay at Burnley. We can move to Stuttgart. There is an extra side on the vote that you won't have seen yet as well, because someone else came in for me right at the end of the season. So there's more curveballs to come, but your next team is... So option 3 is to move to Benfica, who we believe have Champions League football this season. So if I have a look at team stats, it should show Benfica in the Champions League. SL Benfica, indeed it does. They finished 3rd, was it? Or 2nd? 2nd, I think, to Porto, wasn't it, in the league last year? We checked earlier on. So challenging, presumably, for a league title in Portugal. They have in their squad, as you might imagine, probably the best squad of anyone that's on the vote at the moment. So at present, the highest rated player would be an 84 rated Kirkju. These guys do have a 4-3-3 formation with 2 centre mids and 1 CDM. So it would be basically the same sort of setup as Inter Miami in our first season in this save. So Kirkju, Trubin, Bar, Florentino, Di Maria, Pavlidis, all the higher rated players. Then you've got Ausnes, Actagolu, Besta, João Mario, Cabral and me at 79. Barrero Martins is here as an option in midfield, as well as Rolheiser, Otamendi's there as a centre-back, Araujo, Carreras, Gouveia. I think that's the former guy that was at Manchester United, the youngster, isn't it? Gouveia. Andreas Sheldrup is here at 75 rated. He can play at cam as well. Jurasek, Tengstedt, etc. So in terms of my competition for the cam spot, or for the centre mid spots, actually, as it will be, there's Kirkju, Auersnes, and then me as a 79 rated cam / centre mid. Barrero Martins at 78. Florentino is the only CDM, so he'll start there every week. Auersnes can play left mid or fullback as well, actually. It's quite an all-rounder. Kirkju could play at cam or CDM. Barrero Martins can play centre mid or CDM. So there's a lot of competition for first team spots at Benfica. Benjamin Rolheiser, Benjamin? Not sure, actually, being Argentinian. Rolheiser can play at cam as or out wide as well. So, and obviously Di Maria can play at cam too. They don't play with a cam, at least we don't believe they play with a cam, but there are plenty of options available here. So at left back it would be Alvaro. In goal, obviously, Trubin. At centre back, it will be Otamendi and Araujo. There's not that many defensive options here. Then Bar at right back. He's the only right back. Limited on options defensively here. Florentino would be the CDM. Then there would be Alsnes, Kirkju, or myself and Kirkju in the midfield. And up top would be presumably the wingers, if there are any. So Sheldrake would probably get the nod because he's a left winger, not because he's higher rated. And then Di Maria would start on the right-hand side ahead of Gouveia, because I don't think there's any right wingers, is there? No. So despite there being some slightly higher left mids that can play at left wing or even right mid, it would, I presume, we've not encountered this scenario yet this year, select the players that have the position, not necessarily the rating, i.e. it would pick players that have the first position as the higher, rather than players that are higher rated that can play in that position, but it's not their primary position. You know what I'm trying to say. So Sheldrake would probably start at left wing, you would imagine, and then Pavlidis would be up top. So Benfica with a really solid squad. It's not miles better than Stuttgart's. A couple of standout players that are better, certainly, but it's not night and day between the two. Obviously, both squads are better than Burnley's. Burnley would be going up to the Premier League, and we don't know what sort of things to expect from managers in terms of transfers. In the winter transfer window, in the season we just did with Burnley, they didn't sell or buy anyone. So I have no idea what would happen with the transfer windows outside of what we're doing with our own career. I'm on £64,000 a week at Benfica. It's a 2-year deal. I can't recall what the deal was at Stuttgart or Burnley. I think it's just a year on year. Stuttgart might well have been a 2-year deal as well. That's your third option. But of course, there is a fourth option now that previously we weren't aware of. Your unexpected fourth option is from Serie A. Torino came in for me with a late bid, and potentially we could go to Italy. They've announced that I've joined the club. I'm actually on the highest contract of anyone that would offer me a deal, £73,000 a week to come to Torino. Now, they finished 10th in Serie A last year, so no European football for Torino, nor would you really expect European football at Torino. They play a 5-3-2 with one CDM and 2 centre mids, similar to the 4-3-3 of Benfica, and obviously formerly into Miami as well. But obviously, they'd have 2 strikers to provide the ball to, rather than 1 striker and 2 wingers. With regards to the squad, it's not bad actually. Duvan Zapata at striker, then Per Schurz at centre back, who's decent. Obviously, Vlasic as a cam and winger. So I don't know if he play. He might play as centre mid, maybe. But they've got Ilic as a centre mid and Christian Eriksen as a centre mid. They've got Coco, Samuel Ritchie would be the starting CDM, you'd imagine. So the squad looks like this, or at least the starting 11 would look like this. Alberto Pelleri in goal, which isn't great. A 71 rated goalkeeper would be the best keeper at the club. Then in defence, Massina would be the left back, I believe, because they don't have an out-and-out left back. So Messina would have to play at left back because they don't have anyone else that can play there. Right back would be Alibina Dembele, who's 63 rated. Then the centre-backs would be Per Schurz, Maripan, and Tamizi, I would imagine. Or Coco. Maripan, Per Schurz, and Coco. Then in the midfield would be Samuel Ritchie, myself, and Ilic, Eriksen, or Vlasic. And then up top would be Duvan Zapata alongside Tony Sanabria or Che Adams. So there are certainly weaknesses to the squad, but it's not a bad squad. And it's not such a massive jump up in calibre of team, if you know what I mean. Like, we're not going from the bottom to the top too quickly if we go to Torino. But obviously, Stuttgart aren't exactly upper echelon, and Benfica are one of the better clubs in that country, but it's not a well-renowned league, and there's still obviously moves you can make from Benfica. Obviously, Burnley would be in the Premier League next season, but what their squad would look like after the window, not entirely too sure. So, I believe we could probably count ourselves as first choice at Torino as well, you'd say. I'll put first or second choice for Torino as well, because of the formation and other players that could fill in there, like Vlasic, who's higher rated than me at Cam as it stands. So you can vote for more than one team if you wish. Vote for as many people, as many sides as you think you would like to, as you'd be happy to see me play for. And the vote looks like that. So we can either stay at Burnley in the Premier League as first choice Cam in a 4-2-3-1. We can move to Stuttgart in the Bundesliga as first or second choice with Milot in the Europa League in a 4-2-3-1. We can move to Benfica in the Portuguese League as first or second choice, but first team really, probably as a centre mid in a 4-3-3 like Inter Miami, playing in the Champions League as we mentioned. Or we can move to Torino in Serie A, where no European football. We would be first or second choice in that central midfield area. Again, 2 centre mids and 1 CDMs. We believe they play a 5-3-2. When I find out what formation teams play, I just use SoFIFA. I just search on SoFIFA to find out what their default squad looks like or default team looks like. So that's what we go off when we put the votes together. So those that are watching live will have the opportunity to vote on this right now, which is Thursday evening. You guys will see this Friday lunchtime, and I would imagine we might see a front runner develop over the weekend. We should be in a position where we can record the first episode of season 3, to get a video up for Monday. If not, then Tuesday will be the first episode of the 3rd season. But the link to the vote will be in the description of the YouTube video, so do follow that, and now feel free to go and have your vote if you haven't already skipped to the end and done so. Then my future is, as ever, in your hands. Are we staying in England and playing in the Premier League at this stage of our career? Are we moving abroad for the first time in Europe in our career? We've played in English-speaking United States, in English-speaking England. Do we move to Italian-speaking Italy? Do we move to Portuguese-speaking Portugal? Do we move to German-speaking Germany? 4 options. Have you vote. And I'll see you on Monday or Tuesday with episode 1 of season 3, where we might be at a new club, we might not be at a new club. But you decide. I'll see you then.